Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. It's a little cold and wet today, but the rain is finally starting to end. Almost 24 hours solid of rain, and boy, have we had some rain. Yeah, this is that creek that you see me stand by all the time, and it's up a bit, folks. Just up a little bit. Are you ready to board the ark? I mean, today, at least for those of us here in the kind of the Midwest and Southern Midwest, boarding the ark might be a literal thing that we should be thinking about. I mean, it's not quite that bad. You can still see there's still a few more feet before we start getting to the danger zone. But boarding the ark may be something that you need to be thinking about. And what I mean by that is more figuratively, of course. Much like in the Old Testament, where Noah was commanded by the Father to build an ark to save his family and to save the Father's creation, you and I should be building our arks, because we're going to need to be doing some saving of all the things that's going on in the world today. That's kind of a prepper kind of joke, I guess. You know, Noah was a prepper too. He was the OG of preppers. And we should also be thinking along those lines. And part of the reason of an ark isn't just to save you from destruction, but to pull you out of that destruction. Kind of think of it that way. This destruction that we're seeing happen, this chaos, this confusion, this just destroying of everything that we've ever kind of known as being normal. It's time to kind of step outside of it, pull yourself out of it. And you need to be building your arks. No, not a gigantic wooden ship necessarily, but most certainly a place that will pull you out of it and away from this world as it continues to fall apart. You need to be coming out of this world, this chaos, this violence, this immorality. And well, one of the best ways to do it is to just get away from where the worst of it is. I mean, it's everywhere. And I'm not going to, paint you this rosy picture that because I live out here in the middle of nowhere, that I'm not, around any of the evilness of this world. Of course it's everywhere. We all have to deal with it every day. But I'm telling you, the further away you get from it, the better off you're going to be. It's not easy. You think it was easy for Noah to build an ark? Do you think that he didn't face any persecution? We know he did. It says so right there in the good book. You think it was easy at his age to build this gigantic wooden ship? Oh, of course not. All the things that he went through to do what he had to do, what he was commanded to do. It wasn't easy. But he was way better off at the end for it, wasn't he? I mean, he wasn't dealing with this kind of stuff, but on a much grander level. And that's where we are today. It's not easy to get away from this world and the evilness of this world. There's nothing easy about it. It's not comfortable. It's not relaxing. It's just not easy. There are certain aspects of walking away from it all that are enjoyable. There's peaceful moments, there's quietness, there's of course just the beauty of the natural world. But I can tell you that it's not easy. This morning it was pouring rain. Myself and the kids got up, put our muck boots on, put our gear on, had to go out and take care of the animals. By the time I got done, the kids come in, they're soaking wet, they're cold, they're shivering. But it has to be done. I mean, those animals have to be taken care of, come rain or shine. They need to be eaten and they need food and all their care. And so we have to do things sometimes, this lifestyle that's not always easy. You know, we don't have the luxury of just staying inside all the time. And that's just one simple, tiny aspect of it. But I also don't have to worry about seeing the imagery and hearing the noise and the disgusting things that are going on in this world today on a regular basis, and neither do my children. We don't have to deal with the overly negative influence. We're able to really kind of have a lot more control over what goes in their minds. We also don't have to worry about nearly as many people doing bad things to us. I mean, again, there's bad people everywhere, but the further you're away from it, well, the less bad people you have to deal with. And so we have that benefit. We also, living like this, have the benefit of being able to be around others that are more like us. Better odds of finding that out here. And so, folks, you need to be building your arks. You need to be getting your arks ready, getting them stocked up, getting them sealed up, and making your plans. Because this old world, it's going through some real serious birthing pangs right now. And I suspect we're still quite a ways before it gets to the point of beyond bad. We've got some hard times ahead of us. Lots of bad things happening in just about every aspect of life. And people see that, they realize it, and I think they can't do anything about it. There's not really anything they can do. They just have to, look for some floating piece of driftwood in the waves and grab onto it and hope that that'll be enough to ride out the storm. And you may or you may not be able to do that, but I can tell you a better choice is to just build something to ride out the storm before it gets there. And that's what so many people just don't do anymore. You need to be building your arks, folks. You need to be getting yourself in a place of self-sufficiency, a place of resiliency, a place where your survival is really dependent upon you and not some fragile system around you that's out of your control. Start prepping. Start figuring out the things that you can do on your own, and then learning more and more skills to keep doing that, expanding, finding others like yourself. Bottom line is, it's time to get your houses in order. Prepare mentally, physically, and absolutely, and most especially spiritually. Get your spiritual walk where it needs to be, because times are only just going to get worse. Folks, thank you all for watching. Catch you in the next video.
Folks, we are living in uncertain times where chaos seems to be around every corner. With wars and rumors of wars, economic collapse, pandemics, and more, we should strive daily to become more prepared mentally, physically, and of course spiritually. Please check out My Patriot Supply for all your preparedness needs. My Patriot Supply offers Ready Hour food, Alexa Pure water filters, and many other emergency and survival products. My Patriot Supply is an American-owned company, run by Americans producing American-made food. Emergency food from My Patriot Supply has a 25-plus year shelf life. It's simple to fix and delicious to eat. With My Patriot Supply, you can sleep at ease at night, knowing that you and your family have the emergency food to last through the coming times. To find out more, click on the link in the description below or go to preparewithtravis.com.